It is illegal. However, teenagers, they are still getting their hands on candy-flavored vapes.
Mary Bono, she's a former congresswoman and chair of Communities United for Smart Policy, joining us live now. Mary, good morning. Thank you for your time today.
Good morning. Great to be here with you guys.
So vapes, they are still so popular. I go out a lot of places and you start to smell it, and it smells like candy.
You know, you're so right, and it's amazing. I think there are about 9,000 different flavors, so there's a flavor for everybody. And I think there's a deliberate reason why these are delicious, youth-flavored, youth-enticing, delicious flavors. I just was online looking at there's banana, mango, peach, I mean, you name it. There's something for everybody. And they are deliberately designed to entice our youth into beginning smoking. That's what's interesting, or to beginning vaping, which is introducing them to nicotine, which, as you know, is a highly addictive component. And so, California did the right thing. They passed a law, voters stood by it, but we need the governor and the attorney general to enforce the law and go after these illegal vapes.
Enforcement is always the key. We mentioned again that this is illegal. My daughter, who's going to 8th grade, all 3 years of middle school, said kids are vaping there. And it's because of, how is that happening then if it's illegal? And how long does it take to get that enforcement to start working?
Well, first of all, again, the attorney general and governor need to step up and do their job and enforce the law. But kids are really, they don't know, they're unaware that these are illegal. And by the way, oftentimes dangerous. We're seeing across the country stories of them being laced with fentanyl even. But look at the challenge that schools and school resource officers and parents are faced with. Some companies even decided to make a vape pen that looks like a highlighter. That looks like a highlighter pen that they'd be carrying in their backpack. So it's hard to even spot these things. So these Chinese companies are really smart in knowing how to evade the law. Retailers need to know that these are illegal, that they are dangerous, and parents need to know. We need to talk to our kids that these vape products they're not harmless.
Mary, you say talk to the kids, and Raul just brought up, the age of his daughter, and I have an almost 10-year-old, almost 12-year-old. One's going to 6th grade, and it's unfortunate that I'm having conversations with a 9-year-old who knows what vaping is because he sees it. He says, "Mommy, what is that? Why do they smell like candy?" And I have to explain to him what it is and what do we do when we're in that situation that somebody says, "Hey, try it. Why don't you try it?" What can parents do when you say they should be concerned? We're not with our kids all the time. So what are we supposed to do?
Well, it's hard. Parenting is hard. I think it's harder these days. I'm a grandparent of children, your children's age, so I certainly understand what you're talking about. But, it has to begin with a conversation. But parents can't do it alone. They need the governor and attorney general to step in and help parents. They need to remove these things from the shelves. Look, the FDA hasn't done their job on the federal level either. Stores need guidance. They need to know these products are illegal. They're dangerous. And this is what's really interesting about this whole problem. Most of these, if not all of them, are manufactured in one region in China. And in China, it is illegal to sell this product to the Chinese people. But China allows them to be exported to the US and other countries where they're, deliberately addicting our children to this nicotine product in these yummy flavors. So parents need help for sure from both the FDA and also the state of California. But we have to be vigilant too to recognize if we find these things that they are not harmless. Look, again, elevated levels of nicotine, potentially fentanyl, which we know is a huge crisis in America. But even other than that, we don't know what is in these products because nobody's testing them since they're illicit, illegal to begin with.
While we're waiting for the government to do their thing, which often takes a long time for them to catch up with the laws and catch up with the technology, what can parents do in terms of kids will find these places on the internet? Will they have access to these things that are illegal? It happens all the time. And no matter what your generation is, they found a way to get something they're not supposed to. What do we need to look out for? What are the signs? Are there maybe web pages that they're going to and their friends are going to?
Oh, absolutely. And if you go to these web pages, they're very glossy and they look like they're a wonderful, healthy, good product filled with delicious flavors. There are slight warnings on them, but look, it's not only web pages. These companies that are in China are using influencers. They're using social media to target our kids. You know, we're seeing this problem also with illicit pills and fentanyl, and we're seeing it with these illicit vape products. So, I mean, it's amazing how our kids are being bombarded with these messages. Social media is especially bad with these messages that are targeting our kids. So again, parenting is hard enough. Oh my gosh, it's hard enough, right? But parents have to, again, if you see one of these products, you need to take it away. You need to explain why. You know, we've come so far in smoking cessation and reduction in tobacco use. But what's sad is that now we're addicting kids on the nicotine product, the nicotine that is in this product. So you need to explain to them, yes, it tastes good, but it is not good for you. And I know that's a difficult conversation to have, but I think they can understand it. Usually our junior high school age kids are reasonable and they will understand it tastes good, but it is really bad for you. And, let's arm parents and have this conversation. Anytime you walk down the hallway of a school and you're smelling these vape products, you know, people need to raise the issue and they need to say enough of this is enough and talk to the governor and the attorney general's office.
Yeah, has to be more awareness, has to be more enforcement. Mary Bono with Communities United for Smart Policy, we thank you for joining us this morning. Good to see you.
Thank you.